students. Now let us continue the topic memories of childhood. From here, the passage begins. After I had watched all this, at last I went home. My elder brother was there. I told him the story in all its comic detail. I fell about with laughter at the memory of a big man and an elder at that making such a game out of carrying the parcel. But Annan, okay, was not amused. Annan told me the man wasn't being funny when he carried the package like that. He said everybody believed that they were upper caste and therefore must not touch us. If they did, they would be polluted. That's why he had to carry the package by its string. So, dear students, we can see over here he is talking about untouchability. So, this was the evil of the society at that time, and even in some sectors or some parts of society, it is also going on. Amused means here finding something funny, polluted means impure or harmful. Let us have the explanation. After watching all this, she means here the author, okay, narrator went back to her home. She narrated the whole incident of the old man to her elder brother. She was laughing out by recalling the way that big man was handling the packet, but her brother Anand didn't find it funny. He told her that the man wasn't being funny, he did it because we belong to a lower caste. People from upper caste do not touch us, as this would make them impure. Even the food should be handled by the strings. If it is for the upper caste, that is why the old man was carrying it like this. Further, when I heard this, I didn't want to laugh anymore. I miss here the author. And I felt terribly sad. How could they believe that it was disgusting? If one of us held that package in his hands, even though that vadai had been wrapped first in a banana leaf and then parceled in paper, I felt so provoked. Provoked means encouraged and angry that I wanted to touch those wretched vadais myself straightway. Why should we have to fetch and carry for these people? I wondered. Such an important elder of our goes meekly to the shops to fetch snacks and hands them over reverently, bowing and shrinking to this fellow who just sits there and stuffs them into his mouth. The thought of it infuriated me. Terrible means horrible, disgusting means unpleasant, provoked means evoke or arouse, wretched means miserable, sad, fetch means bring or carry, meekly means quietly or submissively, reverently means with deep respect, infuriate means anger. Explanation is when heard, she means here author, heard all this from her brother, the writer became very sad. She wanted to know how the people of upper caste could have such a belief about their community. She knew that the Vadais are first packed in banana leaves and then in a parcel. So, how could they get polluted with their touch? She felt so angry at this thought, she decided to go and touch those Vedais herself. She then questioned herself again as to why we have to go and bring things for those upper caste people. She also felt bad for that elder person who was one of the important people of her tribe. She said he even had to go to bring things for them. He had to hand all that with great respect to such a person who just sits there and pops the things into his mouth. This very thought filled her with anger. Now, further passage is how was it that these fellows thought so much of themselves because they had scraped 4 coins together? Did that mean they must lose all human feelings? But we too are human beings, are people should never run these petty errands for these fellows. We should work in their fields, take home our wages, and leave it at that. It means the narrator is rather infuriated or angry at the thought of such discrimination made by upper caste people. Script means here saved, errands means task or job. Let us have the explanation of the above passages. The poet says that what if the upper caste people have some money with them? Does that mean that they will not treat others nicely? She says that we are also human beings and should be treated like a human. She also thinks that people from her community should not do such small tasks of bringing food for them. We should work in their fields, take our wages, and then leave out. We should never do any extra work for them. So, this is the explanation. Class, the video might be long, so that's why let us have only these explanations today, and further explanations will be made in next lectures. Thank you, students.